Many of us in the United States, not just those of us who are professional economists, or for that matter, professors of economics and so on, many other people, a much broader group, are coming more and more to the conclusion that we don't just have economic problems, we don't just have difficulties, we don't just have issues, that we now face a full blown systemic problem or set of problems that are interacting and aggravating one another. And it's that which has become the central focus or theme, if you like, of our discussions, both public and private. So let me go through a few of them to convey not only the particular points, but some of the spirit of discussion here. So we begin with a central fact, crucial to everything, which is that the United States, over the 20th century, now 25 years behind us, was a period of time in which, at least in the United States, we congratulated ourselves on having overcome class divisions. And by that was generally meant that we were a huge, vast, successfully middle class society. Yes, we had a few people very wealthy for historical reasons or because they were great actresses or whatever. And we had a few very poor people, that's true, but they were marginal. And what was the core of the United States was a vast middle class, which had an enviable standard of living, had its own home in most cases, its own automobile or more than one, the ability to send children to college, university, to take a vacation, a whole lot of signs of a vast middle. So that, for example, in the 60s and 70s, it was very common to read yet another article or read yet another book or hear yet another politician or business leader give a speech on the 4th of July, our Independence Day, about what a fantastic success we were, how exceptional the United States was, and it was this big, vast middle class that was proof positive that we were the success that led us to congratulate ourselves in that way. Well, for the last 40 years, as every statistical series maintained either by the government or by universities or by private statistical services will attest, we have destroyed that middle class. We are now a society not only split between the rich and everybody else, and by the rich, I mean the top 10% and everybody else, but we are riven by the consciousness of it all. Well, for the last 40 years, as every statistical series maintained either by the government or by universities or by private statistical services will attest, we have destroyed that middle class.